So before I do the music, I'm gonna read out the recap because a lot happened last time and Travis wasn't here, and I know he read through it, but I didn't record it because I blew it when I was supposed to record it last week. So um, anyway, so last week we started the session um, in a little bit of trouble in the Temple of Eternal Flame, where Irkan had gotten himself separated and then disappeared. Um, Dhundus and Maxin Invisible tried to go back to where Grimgar and Theren were. Um, a bunch of stuff happened, and Dhundus and Maxin ended up getting separated. Maxin discovered a secret door and ended up spending virtually the entire session hiding out there and not risking investigating what was in the room for fear of traps or making noise and getting caught or something. Dhundus, meanwhile, made his way back to Theren and Grimgar. They broke into the room to the south and managed to capture Bastion and question him. Let's see. They learned the following piece of information. Irkan was put into one of the cells in the east side, far east side of the temple, them being on the far west side of the temple. He was to be made a slave along with numerous Salamander and Azer slaves. The Salamanders and Azers hate each other. Bastion had not seen Maxin, but had ordered his people to kill any other intruders that they found. The magma walls can be turned off in the machine room, which is to the south across the bridge, first door down the east hall. The only real secrets in the temple that he knew about is the tripwire by the statues, which had been discovered by Maxin, and the fact that Lyzzie Calderos' room is hidden behind a curtain to the south. Lyzzie Calderos is third in command. She is a wizard who was recruited away from a wizard in Phandalin. Eternal Flame is made up of different factions who hate each other. Bastion wants Vanifer killed so he can be the leader. Vanifer is a tiefling exotic dancer from Baldur's Gate. She is not currently in the temple. She went to go recruit somebody important and took lots of gold with her. No one knows who it is, and she isn't supposed to be back for a couple of days. At any point in time, there are about 30 or 40 cultists in the temple. Bastion hates Crushing Wave, doesn't like Black Earth, and is generally okay with howling hatred. He had no additional information regarding the cults or their Devastation Orbs, but said that Vanifer intends to eventually create another one. Mituna Nyanja is here with Lyzzie. Crushing Wave keeps trying to infiltrate Eternal Flame. And the guy that you met at Scarlet Moon Hall, Elizar Dryflagon, the guy with the pipe, apparently killed himself by transforming himself into a huge tree, which caught fire and burned to death. Meanwhile, Irkan left the secret tunnel after finding what he believed to be a magic shield and a magic helmet. Snuck around a little bit, got past some guards, got attacked by a Chimera. Should have died, but didn't because of some lucky rolls, and ended up running off down a hall. The Chimera didn't chase him, but now he's in a hallway at one end with another magma wall on one end and the Chimera on the other. And that is a short summary. I only read about a third of everything I wrote down here of what happened last session. So we're going to do the song, and then really it's going to be up to whether or not... We're going to start with Theren. If he has any other questions for Bastion before Dhundus executes him. Okay, and I have to...
Oh, it sounded way better that way.
Yeah, did anyone else think that was way better?
Why did it sound better?
It was playing you played it twice with like a couple second delay.
I only heard it once.
Oh, sounded amazing.
Was it feeding it through your mic or something?
I may have something broken like that going on.
It sounded good.
You're not hearing me twice, are you?
Not really, no.
I didn't notice anything, to be honest.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay, well,
Rob, did you notice anything?
The music was playing on a delay.
It was playing twice, right?
weird. Okay, well,
Mhm.
I didn't have time. Usually I reset my computer because both Discord and Roll20 interact weird with my mix amp. In addition to the program I use to record everything acting weird. And I didn't have a chance to restart my computer, so hopefully on the recording it doesn't sound really bad. I think it only hears what I hear anyway, so maybe it won't. Anyway, so Theren, do you have any questions in addition to the things I went over for Bastion?
No, I feel pretty good about what was said.
Hey, can I ask one additional question?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, do you know if our friend Ash Asher is here?
He would say, no, I don't believe that Ash is here. I didn't realize that you were acquainted with him.
Oh yeah, good friends.
I think he used to work for Elizar, so he might be someplace out near Yartar right now.
Oh, whereabouts?
Well, I don't know where exactly. He's out just doing his job, trying to recruit people.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had like another base of operations or something out that way.
No. And speaking of that, if you'd loosen these bonds, I'd really love to give you the tour.
I give Dhundus a glance and I don't have anything else.
Okay, Dhundus stabs him in the back of the neck.
All right.
And he dies.
Hooray!
We all high five.
All right, ending that scene, we're going to go over to Irkan, who is stumbled into another magma wall. Of course, he's safe from it because it's kind of around a corner. But it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do?
So I probably spent some time studying those things.
Yep. It's by the way, guys, it's real late now, and you all know that. Let me look at my timeline. I probably shouldn't have gone to Irkan next because he's later than everybody else right now. Right. Yeah. You know that it's pretty late though. You're like sleepy tired. You examine those things. You know what they both are now. And I think we left trying to figure out the one item. I think you attuned to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you attuned to it, so you know entirely what the two items are.
Right. So how much AC does the shield give me? 1.
It's a shield.
So 1.
No.
The shield 1.
Normal shields give +2.
That's 2. Okay.
This is a +1 shield though, right?
Yeah.
It is. So you get +3.
+3 from the shield, and the helmet's +1.
I
If you
don't
tune
remember.
to it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay. I'm going to heal myself with 8, level 3, blah blah blah. That's D6s. So many fucking windows. Okay. D6s. Yeah.
Did you put the shield? I don't see the shield in your inventory.
It's probably not in there.
Okay, well, if you don't put it in there, you don't have it.
Oh, that's not fair.
Just so you know. I need to be able to look at your inventories to see what you guys have. So, do that.
Sure.
Okay, so is that your last spell?
I got one more left,
Okay.
I believe. Damn it. Then I'm probably just going to sit in the darkness for a while. While I think about what I've done.
So you're gonna attempt to take a long rest by yourself?
Huh. How long is the long rest?
8 hours?
Oof. I don't know if I wanted to wait that long. But it might not be a bad idea.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a few hours. Maxin, you're not doing anything till somebody finds you, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So, Grimgar and Theren, tell us what we're doing today.
Late.
Mm-hmm. You're late. The secret passage is closed and the door is locked from the inside.
I wouldn't mind trying to take a long rest too. Especially
Okay.
if it's late, it would make sense
Yep.
to do that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get my spells back.
Okay. So what Dhundus says that he will do is that if anybody comes, he's going to cast Seeming on the three of you. He'll make himself look like Bastion. He'll make the two of you... Well, what do the two of you want to look like?
I want to look like Irkan.
You want to look like Irkan?
No, I'm just kidding.
The fire cult guys we killed in here.
Somebody that we've killed.
Yeah, there's only one guy in here that you killed.
Him.
I will be Asher.
Okay. All right.
Damn it.
You're gonna look
I
like
wanna be
Asher.
Okay, you can be Asher. He's kind of your connection anyway.
Excuse me. Yeah, I want to be Ash.
Okay. So Theren, you'll look like the guard that you killed in this room.
Did we hide the bodies?
You have not hidden the bodies. They're right there.
I wanna hide the bodies.
Okay, where would you like to hide them?
Behind the desk.
So you like pull it out from the wall and stack them behind it, so now the desk is like a foot away from the wall?
Yes.
Okay, and the blood on the floor?
I want to use prestidigitation to clean it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the three of you can take a long rest. So let me...
Before we do it, excuse me.
Well, yeah, don't do anything on your character sheets yet either, because I gotta see if somebody comes. But go ahead.
I want to use sending to talk to Maxin because I don't think I've talked to him in a while.
Before you start your long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll have to use level 4 spell for that. So I don't have any other. Actually, I'd like to use it to talk to both Maxin and try to talk to. Yeah, I've got a lot of spells.
Just keep in mind that you're not necessarily safe. Somebody can come through the secret door or break down this door or something.
Yeah.
Because you have
They
no
also
idea.
have to speak out loud.
They also would have to speak out loud to respond to you.
Leave it then?
I'm not telling you what to do or not. But
asking Theren.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'll get your spells back if you rest anyway, so you might as well take a chance. They can just not answer if they, can't.
Yeah, I've still got 2 level 5s. I'd use 2 of my 3 level 4s to do this, and then I have a bunch of level 1s, which are nearly as good.
Just go in the corner over there and talk quiet.
Over here? Actually, this corner's probably better.
Yeah, that's fine. Seems like a thicker wall.
All right, I guess I'll go for it. So I will do Maxin first. I'll say, Maxin, we are in the room by the secret passage. Killed the leader, going to try and long rest here. Where are you?
That was exactly 25 words.
Think to myself, man, I'm good.
I think it was. No, I'm
Yeah.
wrong. I'm sorry. It was 23 words. Well,
Yeah, that's what I
What?
thought.
Talking about the secret passage that we came in by.
look, he's sending you a spell. You get one response. So if that's what you want to say, like this, it costs him an entire 4th level spell slot to say that. You get to say 25 words back.
Oh.
So what do you say back?
I say I found a secret room. I'm just hiding in it. It's not too far from where we got separated in the hallway with statues.
Okay.
I don't know what they
Good
look
answer.
like.
That was good. That helps.
You guys saw the statues when you came in.
Yep.
So you know exactly where he's talking about. So apparently there's a secret room over there.
All right, and
Secret
then
tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
for Irkan, I'll say, Irkan, we are in a room by the secret passage, trying to take a long rest. Where are you? Are you safe?
22 that time. Are you going to respond, Irkin?
Yeah. I escaped my cell, went south, past Chimera, scared shitless. Don't touch mold. Safe though.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
You used 15 words. Being that careful with your words.
Oh, can you send more then?
Yeah.
Tell me when to run from the Chimera.
Okay.
Okay, I will tell Theren and Dhundus that.
What is a Chimera?
Ah, Chimera, whatever.
I'm not sure. So he sounds like he's in more trouble than Maxin is.
It's true.
I'm not sure, but
You've
these
also much harder to
jalapeno
get
poppers
through.
are delicious.
Jalapeno popper. Okay. Now we rest.
I think we try to rest.
Okay. So you start your
After
long
some
rest. You don't know what time it is, but I'm going to tell you for the purposes of all of this making sense. It is about 9 p.m. You start your long rest. And at 1 in the morning, you hear a pounding at the door. It's just boom, 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 and nothing else. And you're all kind of, the three of you, it like woke all of you up, and Dhundus kind of looks at you guys, with a look that's basically, you know, should I say something? Should I respond? Should we ignore it?
Give him.
Let's ignore it for now. Right?
Okay. So you ignore it. 10 seconds later, boom, boom, boom.
I give a look that I think he should respond.
Okay. So Dhundus doesn't do anything to the door, but he kind of stomps over to it like he's Huffy so that they can hear his footsteps. And he tries to sound gruff, and he says, "What do you want?" Which doesn't sound anything like Dhundus or like the guy. And on the other side of the door, you hear a human voice say, I've got some reports to drop off, sir. And Dhundus says, "I'm fucking sleeping. Leave him outside the door and I'll get him later." And
Nice, Dhundus.
he gets a 23 on his performance check.
Good job.
So from the other side of the door, you hear, "Yes, sir, will do." And then whoever it was walks away. Okay. You guys finish your long rest. I rolled 3 d20s to see, with it being harder each time it would be a success if somebody showed up, and I got a 5, an 18, and a 5. That was the 18.
Cool.
Okay, so everyone finishes their long rest at 5 a.m. So all of you can do it. Irkan, nothing came down the hall at all for you. And we'll stay with Dhundus, Theren, and Grimgar. What should you guys do?
I want to see if my god thing works today.
Okay. Let's see. How does his dimension door key work? What do I just roll a d4? I think I just roll a d4. I don't think it's plus anything. 55 doesn't work. Ooh, a 4. It still only gets him up to 7 charges, though, so he can only use it once. But if he doesn't use it today, he'll have 2 charges tomorrow. Everybody gets half their hit die back, too. So everybody would get 5 if you've used any.
Hooray.
Irkan, the sun won't be up till 6, so you don't get to roll your boots for another hour yet.
I don't have them anyway.
Oh, that's right.
Boy, I think that long strider and stuff is every day, so probably not.
Yeah, I don't... If it doesn't say it at dawn, if it says every day, then technically after midnight it's back.
So, Ryan, I'm having trouble remembering this room. Was the tunnel to the north?
Yes.
You can kind of see on
Okay,
your
this is
map.
the room that we went through.
You can see the handle just slightly on the map.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. And that's where that's where I teleported us in the first place. Up there.
Yeah. Yeah, just to the north here. The regular door's to the east.
Okay, so we probably want to go up that way.
Like, I can't get out unless I take my armor off.
How long does it take you to put it back on?
Like 15 minutes, maybe a total of 20 minutes, I want to say, but hold on. Will my armor fit through if I just handed it through?
I mean, you have the bag. You would just put it in the bag, step through, and then take it back out.
Okay.
I would say no, that it won't fit through if you just handed it through.
That's the best way to get some Maxins that way, I assume. But Irkan's in more trouble. And he's south?
Yeah, it's hard to tell where he is.
He said
Yeah, we don't
what
know.
he told you is that he escaped from his cell and then went south.
Yeah, we don't know exactly where his cell was.
Well, you were told that he was put in the cells on the far east end of the temple, which is basically directly east from where you are, as east as you can go east. As east as you can east.
So maybe we grab Maxin on the way then.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to try to get him.
So I think you take your armor off now, try to get through the crack, and we go that way. And then we just have to guard you while you put your armor back on.
Yeah, 10 minutes to put it back on, 5 minutes to take it off. So.
Okay. Dhundus says, "Is there anything you want me to do?"
Is there any rituals you can put on?
He can't do rituals.
I mean, he could make us look like guys again, but then we kind of have to.
I don't know. I feel like sneaking in this place isn't going to help us. We're just going to collect more and more guys and then get found out again in front of 1,000 guys. I think we need to kill people to get there.
He could do it, and then we can try to get Maxin maybe, and then just walk through like where we belong. I mean, we might get caught. That's the problem, right?
That's true. I mean, if he is acting as the leader, what are they going to say? I mean, most of these guys are probably grunts anyway, I assume. What does Dhundus think?
Man, that's so hard.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Hold on, I can figure out what. Okay, he got an 18. He would say, well, one of the problems is that everyone's broken up into factions, right? We know that like the hobgoblins and the humans are two factions, but we don't know how the other races interact with each other.
Well, we know that the Azers and the lizard men don't get along?
Azers and salamanders are slaves and they don't get along.
Yeah.
So the creatures to the north were firenewts. And then outside this door we saw hobgoblins and humans. So if we were going to make ourselves look like humans and the fire genasi bastion that we just killed, it would make sense if we wanted to do that to go the human way.
Right.
Because if we go past the firenewts, they're going to ask us for the symbol and the passcode again, and we don't know those.
That's right.
I should have asked that.
Should have asked that, yes.
Fuck, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
I will note one other thing I thought you guys would ask. You didn't ask where the moon elf is.
Bastards.
Well, it's not our mission, so.
I thought of that too, and I must have forgot about it because I remember thinking it.
It's okay.
You guys got a
shitload of information, so.
Okay, so you want to just be humans and go east and try to talk our way.
Well, I don't necessarily want to do that, but if we're gonna spend the spell to look like them, east makes more sense than north. If we're gonna go north, we probably just kill those guys. I mean,
yeah, I think we do that.
When the hobgoblins retreated to them, they just killed them.
Yeah. Why don't we just kill them?
Sure.
We gotta be. So he rolled an 18. So we gotta be careful though, because when Maxin and I tried to go through there, the pillars radiated some kind of ridiculous heat that was really painful, and then portcullis came down on either end of the hallway. If we get trapped in there, we'll just melt to death.
Wait, what fell from the ceiling?
So,
sound like you said portcullis.
Portcullis.
So
portcullis?
Okay, in a castle when you go across the drawbridge, there's always that that wall that comes down and it sticks into the ground so that you can't get past.
Oh yeah.
That's
the fucking gate.
Yeah, it's a
Gate.
portcullis.
Okay.
Well, no, a gate swings in and out. A portcullis drops down from above.
Gate can go
So
up
a
and
drop
down.
down gate.
What,
Gotcha.
you ever been to somebody's house where they had a gate that dropped down from above, Chris?
You ever been through a toll gate?
Toll gate? That's an arm that lifts up.
Up.
That's not... Okay.
You ever been
Up.
to Folger's Castle in the Thousand Islands?
Okay, so the room's an octagon,
That's
and
nice,
there's
yeah.
a staircase you go down into it, and then a hallway after it. And what he's saying is that the two ways in and out got blocked off when the flame thing's activated. So if you're going to go that way and kill them, you probably need to get past them first, then kill them from behind.
This is really complicated.
How'd they activate those traps?
Somebody
Did you see?
said a word in Ignan. Dhundus knows primordial, so this is another intelligence check. Okay, it says gate in the definition, I guess, Chris, so fine.
It's bolded. Gate.
It's bolded because you searched the word gate.
Doesn't change it.
He got a 13. I would say that's good enough because he does know primordial. And now I gotta look it up because I'm too distracted by this gate nonsense.
Gate.
He said, Imix defend us. And the flame thing's activated and the gate came down.
It's actually a portcullis.
Did we hear what they said to open the gates?
Nobody was over there when it happened. Maxin heard it happen, but he was a ways away over by the statues.
It'd be funny if they just kept trying to open it, we just kept closing it.
So were they in that room? Like, could we activate it while they're in there to burn them?
Well,
Well-
they're fire salamanders, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're in their element.
There may be a reason why they're the ones guarding that room.
It's like if you went into a room temperature hot tub and someone was like, burn, and you were like, I'm good.
It's like Chris's
This doesn't
neighbor.
hurt. Yeah.
I hadn't heard of that.
What happened to Chris's neighbor?
What?
Just stands
I
there
don't know.
while Chris is in his hot tub going, burn!
Yeah. He thinks I'm a big egg.
Your neighbor's a giant bird?
Yes.
Alright, come on. Which way do you guys want to go?
He sits on me.
No, why don't we just go east then?
Sure, let's you wanna be humans then? Or
No.
well, we are human. Well, I'm not human, but you wanna just go?
I'm not human.
I mean,
No,
do you want to
wanna-
use
I wanna be
teaming or no?
disguised?
Yes.
If we
so
go
yes.
east, I think we go disguised. If we go
Yeah.
north,
He'll make
the
himself...
pro-
Dhundus will do what you said before. Make himself look like Bastion.
yeah. The problem is if we go north, I feel like we have to disguise anyway to get past those guys, so we don't get put in the trap. So what's the point?
Well, we have to like teleport past. That's like the only way. We have to teleport past and then attack them.
Yeah, if Thundus looked like Bastion, we might be able to just like give him the finger or something and keep walking.
Well, they might not give a shit about Bastion though.
True. Yeah, let's go east then.
Okay. It's probably the safest. I
Pretty
don't know.
risky otherwise.
Let's just take a chance, I guess, and just do that.
So Dhundus would make himself look like Bastion, Theren look like the guard that you guys killed, and Grimgar look like Asher.
Sounds
Did
good.
we search Bastion to see if he had anything?
You did.
No.
I said he didn't have anything except some gold. I'd say he probably... The door is locked from the inside, so there must be a key. So I would say Dhundus has a key to this room.
let's yeah, once he does that, I want to open the door to look outside and grab the reports.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna move the door. Okay.
If anyone looks, I'll give them like a nod, but just grab the reports and then close the door again.
Nobody really looks. That guy on that bed is sleeping, and the two
Okay.
ahead are just hobgoblins that kind of get a little bit more to attention when you open the door, but they look like they're standing guard.
Who's the guy in the bed?
Just a human.
Okay.
He's not wearing any armor.
Okay.
You grab the
Oh,
reports and close the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reports are all about weapons production.
Thing interesting like about the destruction orb or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Just about weapons production. And it's surprising that it looks like they're making a lot of like armor and shields and weapons, crossbows and swords. They apparently are making up a lot of stuff.
Interesting. Why they're making it all.
What did you say?
So I wonder why they're making it all. They must have a lot of guys, I guess.
Yeah,
But
they had a ton of guys.
He said there's only like 30 or 40 in the temple.
Yeah.
It's not
Must
that
have a lot
many.
more.
All right. Well,
I
I
don't know.
guess
Yeah, let's just go.
let's get going. Yeah.
All right, Dundas, you know what to do.
Okay.
I say to Dennis, hey, let's try to catch somebody like that doesn't. If they don't make the symbol, you like chastise them of like, how come you're not making the symbol? And then they'll make it, and then we'll know what it looks like.
Okay. All right, so he steps out into the hall and kind of goes forward a little bit. Percy, I'm going to say, I'm not going to move Percy around a lot, but Percy is on Dundus's shoulder invisible. Okay, because he doesn't want to make the flapping noise. So you see that there are two humans sleeping on beds without their armor, two hobgoblins ahead of you, and a human in armor on the edge of a bridge that leads across some lava. Which way do you guys want to go? Oh yeah, and he closes and locks the door when you guys walk out.
So south is probably where Irkan is.
He was really far east, and then he went south.
True.
You also were told that
So yeah, let's go east.
the things that you guys were told is that he is far to the east. Maxin told you that he was over by the statues and found a secret door, and you were told that the machine room is south across the bridge, first door down the east hallway.
Mm. It would be good to turn those off. Turn those magma walls off.
True. Might actually save Irkan if we just turn them off.
Let's go that way. What do you think?
Okay, sounds good.
South?
Let's go south.
Okay. Yeah, so you head south over to this guard. And when you get over, the guard kind of does this shitty salute. And Dundus says, "What the fuck is that? Excuse me, sir? You didn't make the symbol or give me the code word. Do it now." And what I'm gonna do,
And he's good, I think, to myself.
yeah, we'll see how good it was. He doesn't have the same voice. He got a 20 though.
It's the greatest actor in
Okay,
history.
so the guy let's see here. Okay, he makes the hand sign. Okay, it's one hand in a fist with the thumb up, and the other hand over top of the fist, so that the thumb is extending past it. Okay, he makes that, and he says, "Fire is eternal." And after he does that, Dhundus says, "Very good. I want you to guard the door to my quarters. Don't let anybody in there except me. If anybody goes in there, and I find out about it, it'll be your head." Yes, sir. So he runs off over to the door.
Sorry, what was the second hand look like? One hand in
One
a
hand
fist,
in
thumb
a
up.
fist with a thumb up, the other hand on top of the fist, so that the thumb extends past it, so that the thumb is basically in between the thumb and forefinger of the other hand.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the three of you head toward this lava bridge. And this is a stone bridge which stretches across a hot, hazy chasm lit by a river of lava 100 feet below. The roof of the chasm hangs 50 feet above the bridge. Okay. It's actually pretty wide. I'm not going to make you do any rolls to get across it. You can walk right down the middle of the bridge. It's 10 feet across. It's easy. If you fell off, you'd have to like trip 3 times in a row to fall off. When you get about halfway across, you see that to the east there's a large mechanism hanging in the air. It is a set of steel pulleys and thick iron chains connected to a hanging barricade of black stone. The wall appears to be some sort of canal lock. So it is blocking a lava flow.
Let that keep blocking that.
Okay. So you just head across.
Which way would the lava flow, or is there like a mechanism here to do anything with it, or it's just we're observing?
You know, I have looked at this many, many times to figure out which way the lava's flowing, and I keep forgetting. I believe, and I might have to correct myself later, I believe that it flows from west to east.
It kind of looks like
The drawing is very confusing. And that and the stairs are very confusing, and I have a lot of trouble figuring out which way is
At
which.
first glance, I was thinking it was the opposite.
I know, this is the worst map in the game in terms of things being clear, because the stairs I can never figure out if they go up or down in this place. So I've over the last 2 years as I've looked at this map, I change my mind every time I look at it. So, when you get to here, I believe that the stairs on either side of you go down based on the way that the light on the stairs, it looks like the light is on top and it's going down stairs. I don't think it would look like that if it were going up. So ahead of you, you see a whole bunch of people and a bunch of anvils. And let's see, what can you see into that room? Bunch of people, anvils, and then things past it. Okay. It looks like a bunch of people doing work with no hot forges. So there's anvils there, but they're doing it to shape other things, like build crossbows and fletch arrows and bolts and things like that. Nobody in there, from just kind of this glance that you can see, looks like a slave. They all look like just different levels of cultists. Then to the west you see what might be a circular room with a pool of water. Looks kind of natural based on the fact that it's not like in any kind of noticeable shape. And then to the east, down the hall, you see a number of doors and then another way to the north that appears to be a staircase, and then at the end of the hall, it looks like a hallway that travels north and south. So you're at a crux of a lot of different ways you could go right now.
So he told us it was down the east hall, first door. Well, probably we head that way first.
Okay. So Dhundus heads over to that door. And I'm going to say he does take a second to listen. That was a 4. He doesn't hear anything. So he just opens the door like he owns the place. When he opens that door, you see a complex assortment of gears, flywheels, and drive shafts, which fill the northern half of the chamber. It is clear that someone has done repair work on it recently, because numerous parts look brand new, and the entirety gleams from having been recently polished and lubricated. So he heads in. There are a number of levers in this room. Let's say that there are 12 levers.
Wow.
Just like up and down levers.
Yep, ones that you would either pull forward toward you or push back away from you.
Are any of them labeled?
Grimgar would see two things. One, that the levers are labeled, but they're just labeled 1 to 12. It's written in Dwarvish, except the last one, which you assume is the number 12, is not written in Dwarvish.
Can we tell what it's written in?
Yep. It's written in Ignan, and Dhundus would identify that. And let's see if he knows that it's the number 12, just based on translating it. I have no idea what it says. What could it be? I don't know.
I don't know. It says 1 through 11 in
1 through
Dwarvish,
11,
and
and then
weird.
Yeah, and then
thing.
another. Who knows what that one says? I don't know.
Control the mechanism where the salamanders are.
Could be. Is there anything in here other than the gears and the levers? Like,
No.
well, we could just pull a bunch of them, or, I mean, we could try to just destroy this room, but who knows if that'll like flood this whole place with lava.
Can we trick a guard into explaining what they all do? We tell him it's a test. See if he remembers what they all do.
Try.
Yeah, you could try. Grimgar, why don't you make an investigation check at advantage?
Okay.
Because you asked me if there was anything else in the room, and I think that there actually is, but it's not written in this room for some reason. 16. I gotta do a little bit of reading because I thought there was something else. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why it's not written in that room. On the east wall of this room, there is so it's a stone wall, and there's like a metal pipe that doesn't extend past the edge of the wall. It's flush with the wall, but it's just a hole in the wall that heads to the east. It's just a pipe, and it doesn't look like there was never a faucet there. You can't figure out. It's just on the wall, not with the other gears. It's like just a little bit north of where Grimgar is right now. It's like right here on the wall, and it looks like it has nothing to do with anything else in the room. Doesn't make any sense why it's there.
Just a pipe?
Just yeah, it's a hole with a piece of metal pipe that's like fits right into it. So if both of you want to make intelligence checks for that. Okay, 17 is good enough. Theren, your guess looking at that is that it's probably a talking tube.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yep.
But where does it go to?
Right. You don't necessarily have to. It's just that you asked me if there was anything else in the room, and I read it and I was like, no. I went, wait a minute. There is though. I remember reading about that. It's just written in the other room, not this room for some reason.
Is it-
Should we have... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, should we have Dhundus say something through there to try to talk to somebody?
Is it open all the time, or we have to like open a flap on it to talk?
It's open all the time, but Theren would know with his scientific mind that talking in the room, like it's you got to talk directly into it for someone to actually be able to hear you. And if that's not how it works, then yes, there is a flap because it just works. I don't care.
Yeah. What should he say if he says something to it?
So Dhundus just
That's what I was thinking.
goes over to the pipe and says, "This is Bastion. I need somebody down here who knows what the fuck they're doing." And then he just steps back.
Good.
So he kind of waves both of you to come into the room and stand behind him. And then he says, "Okay, before they get here, what do we want them to do?"
Test their knowledge on the levers and what if they're open or closed or whatever, and tell them they passed or failed. Maybe say if they fail, they die.
All right, and you
What do you think?
you hear someone kind of hurriedly walking down the hall toward you.
Yeah, we want to turn the lava off, but that might be suspicious. So maybe if we can find out what they do, that'd be best.
Okay. So he comes into the room. He says, "Oh, Bastion, hi. What do you need?" And Dhundus says, "I need you to show me what all these levers do, and you better get them all right, or it's your fucking head." He's just gonna keep saying that same thing.
Sounds good.
Or it's your head, just every time. So I'm gonna do intimidation on this one. He got a 20 again. He's rolling really well on these. He's only got a +5. The guy says, "Okay." So I don't have a description for all 12 of them, but generally, there's one that raises and lowers the lock. There's one that empties out the lava in what he calls the foundry. There's one that controls the flow. Let's see. Controls the flow of the lava into. Shoot, I thought there was. There's a pit in another area of the temple. He just calls it the pit. And generally it's all stuff that the dwarves made that are not really meant for defense or offense at all. It's just to make the foundry functional. But the last one, he gets to the last one, he says, and of course this one controls the magma walls that we installed. How'd I do? And Dhundus walks up to him and puts a hand on his shoulder, and he says, he kind of like squeezes his shoulder like really hard, and he says, "Well, you passed. You know what you got?" And the guy says, "What?" "F plus. Now get the fuck out of here." And the guy leaves the room, and goes back up to where he was.
That's still failing, right?
Don't shrugs. I don't know.
There's a plus.
He failed with a smiley face? I don't know what that means.
Who fucking cares? He told us what they do. Do we want to empty the lava or not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's turn off the walls for sure.
Yeah, so we hit 12 for that.
Irkan, the light coming from the lava wall disappears near you. So before the three of you do anything else, you pull that lever. Irkan, what do you do when that happens?
Is the magma gone?
It's gone. It's completely gone. The light is gone. It's dark over where you are now.
Is it safe to go through?
You got to figure that out. I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know. Is it hot?
It's not. All the heat's gone. It's gone.
Well, I was asking him, figure it out.
I'll say, I don't think it worked. Let's turn the lever back the other way.
Just kills him.
That's what gate means.
Okay, but what do you do? God damn it!
What can I can't. I can see the dark, kind of. Can't I? So what do I see past the wall? Is there anything?
Hallway.
Just hallway.
Mhm.
Originally I wanted to just run out of here, but they talked to me, so now I don't know what to do.
Okay, I'll come back to you while you think about that. Back to the three of you. Is there other levers you want to pull? Knowing that obviously people will see whatever you do.
That was the important one, right?
Yeah, I don't. Do we have enough idea to know like if any of the others would like flood an area with lava and like kill
No.
everyone there?
This
No.
isn't. That's not what this would do. No.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we want to mess with the others then, because then people
I
get
think we did that.
suspicious.
I agree.
Is there any way to break this lever into the position it's on right now? The number 12 one that turned off the walls?
You want to hit it with something? You want to try to find a way to
Yeah.
unscrew it or something?
Yeah.
Which thing?
Yeah.
I guess first if there was some like mechanical way to do it that wouldn't completely break it.
Okay, make an investigation check. This isn't dwarven stonework,
him,
so
or
I
me?
don't think. Well, whoever's doing it, you can both roll.
I would love to roll.
Yeah, you should roll too.
10. 28.
Wow.
Yep, Theren figures out. Oh well, if I just do this, and he just tick, 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 and just pulls the lever off, and he just
Wow.
hands
Handed
the
to
lever
Grimgar.
to yeah. Takes him 5 seconds.
Science.
Now could someone just reattach a new lever eventually, I assume, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems that they set this one up, so yes.
Yeah. So even if we broke it, they'd be able to fix it. So yeah, I guess let's just
Can I
do
make
this.
it look like it's in the up position, but it's actually in the down position?
How would you do that?
Attach that one to the up position and hide the.
Just kind of wedge it in so it looks like it's on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. Make a dexterity check.
Double advantage.
No, but you can have advantage because they would help you. Oh, okay. It's there, but it's not convincing at all. And you can't see another way to make it convincing.
Okay. We probably just take the lever with us then, right?
All right. So you give up, take it out, put it in the bag of holding.
Because at least they'd have to find a new lever. Whereas if we just left it, they'd say, "Hey, this is weird," and then they just take it and put it back on.
And it looks maybe less suspicious this way. I don't know. Just missing somehow.
Well, then they would know somebody took it, of course.
True.
Should we
This
just reattach it?
inanimate carbon rod.
No, let's keep it. It'll at least make it a little more difficult to turn it on. So
Okay, but like if they see that it's taken, they'll know that somebody was fucking.
yeah,
But if it's
maybe
from the opposition, maybe they think somebody just turned it off to go through the lava wall. Know what I mean?
Do I have parchment on me? I think I do. Does anyone have parchment? Can we write like under repair or something? Post a sign there.
You two have the worst adventures.
It's fun. Says the guy that's stuck by a Chimera and lava wall.
That's pretty interesting, don't you think?
I have parchment.
Okay, I thought I had it.
All right, so
I have 20 pieces of paper.
really just a sign that says out of order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But you've taken the lever, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, where to next?
Head east from here?
Yeah. Now we want to go try to find Irkan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head out of the room. And you guys lead. I mean, we'll say Dhundus is in front, but I don't want to make you go any place. So you guys will have to lead. Unless you want Percy to go forward at some point. Okay, yep, so to your north you see a room filled with magma and anvils.
This is the room we were in before.
Yeah, I think so.
You saw it from the other side of this room.
Yep,
Yeah.
we were on the other side. That's where we got caught.
And
Actually.
there is in this room a whole bunch of humans in plate mail. There are Azers, which you've seen before. These large salamander creatures. They're very big boys working. I guess there's only one in that room. And then you've seen an Afridi before, which is a fire genie, is standing over at what looks like another opening to the east out of that room. He's standing there and appears to be in charge.
Okay.
Okay. Just continue east.
Yeah, I think so.
Act like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as they do that, Irkan, are you doing anything, or are you going to continue waiting?
I'm preparing to run past the chimney, I think.
Chimney?
Chimney.
Because it turned off, you think that means that they're close?
Means they're close. But I don't know. I need a sign, I feel like.
Yeah, you did tell them to give you a sign. Okay. So you keep waiting. All right, so to your south, you see a bunch of human guards around a brazier. I'm actually going to say that two of them are against the wall asleep. So there's only two guys here that are by the brazier. And they kind of turn and look and see Dhundus and salute him. And then just kind of go back to standing there.
I want to go down this way for a second. I'll say, you two, did you see any slaves run through here at all? We heard one might have escaped.
Yeah. Didn't get a good look at him. He was humanoid of some sort. He seemed to blend in with shadows. It was really weird. But the Chimera attacked him. We don't think it killed him. But he didn't come back this way.
Why didn't you chase after him?
The Chimera? Do you want us to go get him right now?
If they aren't suspicious with me ordering them, then I'll say yes.
Well, you're right there with Bastion, so
Okay, yeah.
they're not questioning anything. All right, okay.
Yes, we want them caught.
All right, so they
brought here
over.
alive.
They go over and they wake up the other two guys, who get their stuff together, and the four of them start heading to the south. And they start to head down the stairs.
Let's follow them.
And
I want to follow them.
when they get down to the bottom of the stairs and they start to head east, you hear a roar. So what we're going to do is have everybody roll initiative to just kind of see. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that you guys are in a fight, but timing matters. So.
I roll 2.
No. But I would say at this point, you're getting a little frustrated that the next day came and you didn't hear from anybody.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you're just kind of sitting there by yourself in this room. So if you ever want to just like fuck around in the room, just let me know what you want to do.
I just want to eat a ration or something.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, everybody should have eaten a ration. 'Cause it's been a day. Alright. Okay. Oh, I didn't do Dhundus. I thought I was missing something. Oops, I accidentally rolled with advantage. Oh, but maybe I can't do that. Do it again. Okay. Irkan, you go first. You hear the Chimera roar and you don't know why.
Oh shit. Okay.
That sounds like your sign, though.
Yeah. I think I should. I don't know. I'm gonna listen or look or head towards the entrance to see if I hear or see anything.
Okay, you are. How far did we say? 200 feet or 400 feet? I want to say it was 400 feet. So you're 400 feet away from the spot your token is in.
All right. I guess start moving west. But since it's a big hallway, if any light or anything, or I see any people, I want to make myself look like someone else.
Okay, it's all dark. There's
So I'll stay.
there's no light, so nobody can see you.
Yeah, I'll stay in the shadows until then.
Okay, so you're gonna move full speed and use your
Yeah.
whole turn.
Sure.
How far can you see in the dark?
90 feet.
Okay, so you move 110 feet, and at the end of your turn, you still can't see anybody.
Okay.
Theren, the four guys got to the bottom of the stairs, and they were all kind of trying to sneak and then there's a roar.
Okay, I will let them figure it out.
Okay. You don't want to ready anything? You don't have to.
I'll just ready a ray of frost. I can do that, right?
Yes. Okay. These guys are going to take off running to the east. So I'm just going to move them a little away, but not the whole thing. And okay. Okay. A creature flies into your view in this room. It has the front half is a lion, and there's a lion head. There's also a ram head and a red dragon head. The back is ram hooves, and then there's a dragon tail and dragon wings. And it flies over, and let's just see. It is probably going to chase the four of them. Let's just see. Oh, okay. It does not chase the four of them. It sees you guys on the stairs and changes course. And it gets that far toward you. 26 or above, it was going to chase them, and I rolled a 22.
Yeah.
So it can't reach you with anything except its fire breath. So everybody make a dexterity saving throw. Percy's just like, shit.
Oops, I rolled.
Ooh, Dhundus got a 21. And Percy got a 24. Grimgar got a 5, and Theren got an 11. Alright, the DC was 15.
At what point would I have used my ray of frost on?
Would you have wanted to shoot this thing? As soon as you saw it?
Maybe once it started attacking us, I would have.
Okay. You can roll your
So I
attack.
don't think- Okay.
Uh, 12 does not hit. So it breathes fire on you guys. Grimgar and Theren take 25 points of damage. Percy takes 12. He has 14 hit points, so he's still alive. And Dhundus takes 12. And that's his turn. Grimgar.
I will attack him. And I'm going to use inflict wounds.
Okay.
So I'll walk up to him
Mm-hmm.
and then cast that.
Okay. Miss.
And that's it.
Okay. The three of you, meaning Dhundus, Theren, and Grimgar, make perception checks, please.
Shitty.
Okay. All right. On Percy's turn, he is going to. So the Chimera has landed to attack you guys. So Percy is going to just fly over its head into the hallway. It can't reach him. But I will make a stealth and perception check. 19 for Percy. 27. Okay, it knows he's there. Percy reports back that he doesn't see Irkan, but he sees the guys running down the hallway. So Dhundus says, "Are we trying to kill this thing or what?"
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Well, I think he would just Eldritch Blast. He's only got one more spell because he used Seeming. Seeming's not concentration, though. So he could have casted that and then waited another hour so that he'd have his spell back, because it lasts for 24 hours, I think. That's for 8. Would you guys have waited an hour so that he'd get his spell slot back, wasting 1 hour of the spell?
It lasts for 24 hours.
That's for 8. What do you think?
Would we have waited an hour when?
After he cast it so that he'd get his spell slot back. So you'd only have 7 hours left on the spell.
Probably. Probably worth him having a spell back.
Yeah, I
Losing
think
1 hour of an 8-hour spell.
Yeah, I think we would have done that.
Okay. So which would you rather have him cast? Blight, which does a lot of damage, or Banishment?
Banishment just teleports in, essentially, right?
Banishment makes it disappear for up to 1 minute. It's a concentration spell. And if at the end of 1 minute, if it's still gone, if its home is a different plane, then it will stay there. If it's not, it comes back.
Does he think it's from a different plane?
I'll say, what do we know about Chimera?
Make an investigation check.
Me or Travis?
Not investigation, I'm sorry. I meant intelligence. Okay, well, your first roll would have been a 15. And let's see what Dhundus. Now I'm literally trying to look it up because I don't know. You don't know. Believe it seems that they were created by demons on the material plane, so they are home. This is their home.
Okay, so we would go back for sure.
So yeah, we'll take the light then.
Blight? Okay.
Let's go Blight.
Yeah.
So he tosses Blight at it. Has to be level 5. So this is a Constitution saving throw, which will do 42 damage on a fail. Got a 9. Alright, so what does Blight do? Blight takes all the damage. and doesn't do anything else. Okay. So this thing takes 42 damage. It's not like bloodied or anything, but that really hurt it. Like 42 is a lot to anything. And then Dhundus is not going to move. He's going to stay where he is. So Irkan, I don't think that you've heard anything else that would mean anything to you when your turn comes around again. You've moved 110 feet. You still don't see anybody.
Cool. Keep going.
Okay, so you move another 45 feet. You still don't see anybody.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay, so you've now moved a total of 200 feet. And at that point, you still don't see anybody.
Okay.
Okay, so your turn's over. Theren, so Dhundus just hurt this thing pretty bad, but it's not bloodied yet.
Twin spell.
Okay.
So I have 2 points left.
Yep.
So I can use a level 2 spell, and it'll use it twice.
Yeah, if you use a level 2 spell that only targets one creature, you can target 2 creatures with that spell. You cannot target the same creature
that would
twice.
help. Gotcha.
But it
Well,
would use your
shit.
last 2 points, yeah.
All of my fucking... I have, like, no single target spells.
Mm-hmm.
What? Do Chimera have any resistances that I would know?
What did you roll before? A 15?
Yeah.
Let me look. You don't think that it has any special weaknesses, resistances, or anything?
Okay.
You would know that it can't necessarily fire breath constantly, but there's a chance that it could use it every turn.
Okay, do I want to become a giant ape? That might be good. Of course, if I get hit as a giant ape, I have to roll to stay concentrated on being a giant ape, don't I?
Yeah.
So yeah, probably more better to use on somebody else. Do I know what spells Dhundus has left?
Well, he used the spell, so he's only got one more. He would have to use a short rest to get him back. Do you mean what types of spells?
No, I just like... I'm trying to figure out if he would want to be a giant ape right now.
Well, I mean, his Eldritch Blast rarely misses. You can assume that,
So it'd
that
be
since he's
full
used a
blast.
spell, he'll intend on Eldritch Blasting. He'll probably be able to pound this thing pretty good on his turns.
Okay, I'll just use Scorching Ray on him then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What level? Level
2.
Okay. That hits
I rolled twice.
3
Or
times.
no, 3 times.
Yeah. That hits. That hits. That's pretty good damage. That's 25 damage, man.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
The level 2 spell.
Yep. So I don't want to keep giving you updates on his health. He's not bloodied yet, but he's hurt.
I'm gonna move around the corner.
Okay. All right.
Move right there.
Let's see. These guys. Okay, Irkan. At this point, you can see 90 feet. You see these 4 guys come into view, running down the hall toward you, and they're the guys at the front are 80 feet, and the guys in back are 85 feet from you now.
Okay.
And you just see four soldiers, probably your 4 friends using seeming, coming to help you. And the door next to Theren opens. Door next to Theren opens. And 2 guys run out. And they look at Theren and then down at Dhundus. And they see the Chimera attacking. And does anybody say anything when they pop out? You don't have to.
The Chimera is attacking Bastion. You guys need to help.
Excellent, excellent. Good job. Okay. I did it to GM on purpose, but their perception check and I didn't make an insight on purpose because they're examining the situation, and really I think it's perception. Yeah, it's perception to see if they see through the illusion. So they got a 4 and a 6. And they go, "Damn it! I always said it was a matter of time before that fucking thing turned on us." So the one will run down and attack it. 2 flaming longsword attacks. Oops, that was to GM. He got a 23 for 9 damage, and the 12 misses. This thing takes 9 more damage, and is now officially bloodied. The other guy can't fit, so he's going to stay where he is and crossbow it with a flaming crossbow. Natural 1. Alright, oh god, okay. So you got a natural 1, and what happens instead is it sticks Dhundus in the back and does 9 damage to him. That guy's in trouble.
Does he say, does Dhundus say anything?
He will on his turn.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny. So the Chimera, so the first thing I have to do is see if he gets his ability back. He does not. So instead, he's going to attack. Let's see, 3 attacks. Okay, the lion head tries to bite Grimgar. 17 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, the ram uses its horns on the other guy. That's a miss. And then... oh, what did I just do? He attacks the other guy, that was me deciding, with the lion claws. Ooh! He gets him for 13 slashing damage. With the claws. Grimgar, it's your turn.
If I use a spell, will this guy think it's suspicious? I'm supposed to be.
How do you? I mean, do you think he'd be suspicious?
I think he would.
I mean, does Asher know spells?
I don't know. Asher might.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
He does.
Yeah, I think Asher could be the greatest sorcerer in the world.
So what do you do?
I'll attack him with my axe.
Okay.
I'm looking at now that I think about that. I don't know if I want to use Divine Strike either. Radiant damage, I assume that's gonna create blight and be
Yes.
suspicious as well. All right,
Yes.
I'm not gonna use that either. Just a good old regular attack.
Yep, 13 damage. Okay, anything else?
No, stay where I am. No bonus action.
Okay. The last person that you can see in the room there, Theren, comes running out. Ignore the token. This is a woman. And she is wearing flame red robes. And looks like a spellcaster of some sort. She's also wearing these black goggles. And she comes out and says, "What's going on?"
Do we recognize her at all, or is she just generic
Make
wizard woman?
make a history check. I'm assuming Grimgar isn't turning around, but I'll have Dhundus make a check too.
Can I repeat our notes from earlier? Or?
Oh, great.
You don't recognize her, neither does Dhundus. So, did you say anything?
Oh, yeah. The Chimera is attacking Bastion.
Okay, I'll just say you said it the one time and she heard it. Okay. Okay. Why don't you make a deception check, Aaron? Nice. Okay.
Wow.
She goes, damn it, it's going to be bad to lose the defense that thing provides.
I know, that's what I said.
Will cast Hypnotic Pattern on it. The DC is 14. This is a Wisdom save? What does it say? Wisdom save. Okay. 5. Alright. This thing is charmed, incapacitated, speed of 0. It will end if it takes any damage or if someone uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So it is standing there. Let me actually check and see if all 3 heads have to make the check. Nope, doesn't say anything about that on the description, so I'm going to say it only gets 1 check. So all 3 heads are mesmerized. And she will end her turn by stepping back through the door because she knows about the flame breath. Percy, on his turn, is going to chase after the other guys. Irkan, I believe you're within range at that point for Percy to say, Irkan, if you can hear me, the guys are back fighting that Chimera.
That's how you say it.
So Dhundus, on his turn, spins around on the guy that shot him in the back. So this is a good moment for us to kind of go back to what you guys might have talked about before, where if you got in a situation like this, would the plan be to basically turn on these guys and try to kill all of them? Or is the plan to kill the Chimera and then kind of disappear back into the temple once you have Irkan? Because he's either going to attack this guy or not and kind of play it off as because you shot me in the back, but with the actual intention of killing him by the time the fight's over.
Ooh, that's tough. Do we get to decide as a team? Or...
Yeah, you can decide. This is kind of me going back in time to you planning before you walked out of the room. Just keep in mind.
Use telepathic bond.
I feel like casting a spell like that we can't retroactively say.
Okay, that's fair.
So this is going to be, though, whatever you would have planned out prior to this fight. So, forget about the actual situation. Would the plan have been to try to, if you got in a fight like this, to take everyone out, or to get the fight finished and then play it cool?
What do you think, Ryan?
I think try to take them out, assuming we could do so without alerting. We thought we could do so without alerting the entire temple.
Okay, so you sent 4 guys down the hall after Irkan. 2 of them looked like just shitty, recently hired cultists. The other 2 guys were wearing plate armor. When you started fighting the Chimera, a spellcaster and 2 guys in plate armor came out of the room to the east. Theren, you can't see anybody else in that room right now. And this fight's been going on. You are almost at the end of the second round, and you don't see anybody in that doorway. You just came down that long hallway, and this entire time you've been walking around over here, you haven't seen anybody else. So would you give Dhundus the nod or not?
I think so.
Okay. So Dhundus turns on this guy and says, "You son of a bitch! You did that on purpose!" And he Eldritch blasts twice at this guy. Both of them hit. He takes 24 damage and is bloodied. Irkan.
All right, so I know that those guys are not the other guys.
Because Percy told you.
Percy told me, and they said go get the Chimera and stuff. Can I make myself look like that main dude who I saw back in the room?
Yes.
I will do that with this guy's self.
Which room do you mean?
The first room I went into, like the main guy there.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, Irkan transforms into Bastion.
Yeah, that's him.
And then what do you do
The
on your
fuck?
turn?
I want to go up to the guys and say, if I can,
Well,
get in range.
they're 80 and 85 feet away. So you got your movement and action.
All right.
You can also let me know if you wanted to talk to Percy at all while you're moving.
All right, I'll tell Percy that it's me, Irkan, underneath this Bastion costume.
Okay.
I guess I don't want to like end my turn right next to him, so I don't know. I'll stay like 40 feet away from him.
Okay, so when you use your movement of 45 feet, you would be 35 feet away. Is that what you want to do and still have your action left?
Does that spell take an action or bonus action? It takes an action.
Yeah.
So I'll end 40 feet away from them.
40 feet away from them. Okay. Yep, okay. So you're 40 feet away. And you look like Bastion. And do you say something to them now?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll say, someone give me a weapon to fight this thing.
Okay. So this has to be performance. Make a performance check with advantage because you look like the guy. Okay. All right. That's your turn. Theren.
All right. So the guy next to me, is that the one that shot Dhundus?
Yeah.
Okay. I will use magic missile on him,
Okay. What level?
and I'll yell traitor. Level 1.
Okay.
Give me a second. I didn't mean to hit it twice.
Okay. That's right. You only do it once. Okay. 15 damage. Okay. He's still alive. Do you want to move at all?
No, I'm pretty comfy here.
Okay. So Irkan, you're 40 feet away from these guys, and they all stop. And the one guy in front right here says, well, I mean, I could give you my sword, but don't you cast spells? And the one in the back says, well, wait a minute, Bastion's back that way. Who are you? Does this guy's self have a difficulty? Does it have a DC associated with it?
No, well, yes. A creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence check against your spell save DC. So that's 15.
Intelligence check. Okay. All right.
It's intelligence investigation.
Okay. What's your DC?
15.
Okay. Okay, so they don't see through it. And they say, so they're using their action. So they're not. They will move toward you another 30 feet. So they're 10 feet away now. They use their action to kind of look you over. So I'll move them here since they're 10 feet away now. And they say, "Sir, you were back there. You told us to chase the guy that ran this way, but now you're over here. Could you give us the symbol and the passphrase so that we can verify that you're really Bastion?" Meanwhile, back here, this guy in front, says, "This thing is distracted. I'm gonna hold my attack so that and attack at the same time as somebody else, so that I don't wake this thing up on my own." And he pulls his sword and he's ready to attack the Chimera. The guy in back, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not a traitor. Stop it!" And he tries to go through the door, and the woman in the doorway kind of blocks him. And then he's going to try to, let's see, that was 5 feet. He's going to try to run. He runs to there. The woman in the door is going to opportunity attack him. And say, "Stop running, traitor!" Natural 20. He had 6 hit points left. She did 8 because of the natural 20.
Wait.
So he goes down dead. From a dagger. Jesus. And that is their turn. The Chimera's turn is skipped. Grimgar.
I guess I'll attack the Chimera because I don't see anybody else at the moment, and I'd like to kill this Chimera. So
Okay, you have advantage because of the spell.
sweet advantage, but I continued to just use my axe.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage after all that.
So this guy is going to also attack because he was waiting for everybody to attack at the same time. So he will use his attack. Both hit. 15 damage. Okay. You done?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. She's gonna step out again. I'm gonna move this body. And she looks down at the creature, and she'll do Scorching Ray. Natural 20, 20, and 12, so 19, 22 damage. Thing looks like it's almost dead. On Percy's turn, he'll say to Irkan, the guys sent them to bring you back alive. If you just surrendered, I mean, it's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. And he starts flying back down the hallway.
Nobody likes you, Percy.
Dhundus, on his turn, is going to attack the Chimera. Both hit 20 damage. Yeah, it goes down. The creature falls down dead on the stairs. Irkan.
I say to these people, "You dare question me, the great Bastion?" And then I want to set myself on fire with the Ember Helm and a cool shield.
Okay. Does that take an action to do?
Yes.
Okay. Let me look up that item. Okay, bright light, 10 feet. Dim light, another 10 feet. Okay, it's a warm, so it's fire. You said the chill one?
Chill one.
So you have resistance to fire damage. And... Right, they'll take damage if they attack you. Okay, make a deception with advantage. $11. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. I'm doing their checks to see you as a damned liar. Wow. Okay. Okay, this guy... Oh, wait, it's not their turn yet. Did you move at all? They're 10 feet away from you.
No, but I say, get back in there and fight that thing.
Okay. Theren, the Chimera's dead. The one guy is dead. You've got the woman and the guy with the sword.
Okay. I will use Scorching Ray on the woman.
Okay.
And as I do it, I'm going to say, you must be a traitor too.
Okay. Who are you trying to convince? All right. Your attacks hit her and just fizzle out when they hit her.
Okay.
Okay, the cultists. This guy in the front, Irkan, says, I don't remember that being something that Bastion can do. And the guy next to him just like slaps him in the back of the head and says, "Shut the hell up, rookie. Give him your weapon." And so this guy in front here will step forward and hand you his scimitar. Okay. And they go running out back down the hall. And so now they're 90 feet away from the edge of the stairs. And the four of them are running back off down the hall. This guy has to figure out how the hell he's going to react to the current situation. The one... he only gets a 10. So he'll step up and he'll say to Dhundus, Bastion, what should I do? The one guard is attacking Ignatia and says that she's a traitor. And Dhundus says, her usefulness has come to an end. Finish her. And so he steps forward with the flaming sword and attacks her twice. Neither attack hits. The Chimera's dead. Grimgar?
So this guy just went back up the hall here. Right, the guy I'm next to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one standing next to you.
Yeah. I will go ahead and just attack him.
Okay.
Is he wearing? Good.
He is in combat with the person in front of him, so even though you aren't allies, I'm going to say you have advantage.
Okay. I'll just use Hue, but this time I'm going to use Divine Strike.
Okay.
Oh, terrible.
Takes 8 damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So she says to the guy that was attacking her that just got attacked in the back, she says, you idiot! These are imposters! Cover my escape! She's going to attack Theren with... Oh, you know what? Yeah, she's going to drop a fireball right in the middle of all of you.
Joe.
She
No,
doesn't
you're
want-
supposed to like say she starts to cast a spell and then she casts. And
okay, well, she starts to obviously cast a fireball, and
Well, now I feel bad saying counterspell now that you've done
okay,
it.
yeah, but every other time someone's about to cast a fireball, I've made it very obvious that they're about to cast a fireball, so I don't care.
So wait, should I use it or no?
You can.
Okay, I'll use counterspell.
She's like
then.
making all the motions. Like for fireball, I wouldn't even make you roll to figure it out. Fireball is something you know very well.
She starts unbuckling her pants.
Right. So you counterspell it. She takes off running back the way that you had come. That's 30 feet. The guy next to her does not opportunity attack her. Now that Grimgar has attacked him from behind, he knows what's up. Percy flies back into the room to yourself and says, Irkan's pulling some kind of bullshit, but I think he's coming.
Classic.
On Dhundus's turn, he'll move up. He wants to stop her from escaping. What can he do about that? Oh, that's useless. He's going to try Hypnotic Pattern. I can't think of anything else that's going to stop her. That's his last spell. Okay, Hypnotic Pattern. His DC is an 18. She got a 4. So she stops in her tracks. Dhundus does not leave the range of this guy next to him, though. Okay, Irkan, you have moved 240 feet down the 400-foot hallway, and the guys are actually they're still in your vision down the hall.
Okay. So the guy gave me a sword or a scimitar,
You have a scimitar, yeah.
and they're far away from me now.
They
run
move
back.
They move 60 feet, so they are 70 feet from you.
All right. Yeah, I'll run with them. It's like, yeah, charge.
So you're right behind them now?
Sure.
Okay, so you move 65 feet. So you are now at 305. Okay, you can almost see the whole way to the bottom of the stairs. Now you can actually see from where you are, you can see this tile. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, Theren, she's trapped in the hypnotic pattern. This other guy's next to Grimgar.
What does trapped inside hypnotic pattern mean?
She cannot escape until someone either hits her or shakes her awake.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute. Which is why that guy wanted everybody to wait and attack the Chimera at the same time. And Grimgar just kind of ignored what he said.
Good job, Grimgar.
For
So,
8 damage.
They're rolling really shitty.
We use Ray of Frost on this guy.
Okay. He's armored up and everything. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Jesus Christ, I have a +10.
I know. I think you got another 12 earlier too.
Yeah, I got a fucking 12 on the last Ray of Frost.
The Chimera's AC was 14 and you missed with a +10.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Do you want to move at all?
Sure. Measure. How do I measure?
The measuring stick on the top left.
How do you do it where you
grab your token and right click?
That's what I want.
But nobody else can see it except you, so.
She can't opportunity attack me, right?
She is looking blankly up into the air.
Okay, I'll move right there.
Okay.
Actually, I want to move this side of her.
That's fine. Alright, this guy is going to attack Dhundus twice, since he saw him cast that spell. The 18 hits, the 9 does not. Dhundus takes 5 damage, and has to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain the spell. He needs a 10 or higher, because of the damage that was done. Okay, spell stays up. These other guys are going to move another 60 feet. So they are, let's see. Oh, they're actually, okay, I'm going to move you up a little bit just so that I can put them where they are. That's where they actually are now. Okay, Grimgar. Got a guy in front of you, the other one was trying to run away.
Yep. This guy's got plate armor on, so I'm gonna try, and a shield, so I'm gonna try Toll the Dead instead on him.
Con save?
Wisdom.
Okay. Sound, so I can never remember. 7.
Fail, so he takes 2d12. So I prefer to roll.
Oh my god, he had 24 hit points.
Makes up for all my shitty rolling earlier.
You rolled max damage, which was exactly his hit points. I almost said it before you rolled. Like, if you roll max damage, you'll get him. Alright, yeah, he goes down. Holy shit, his head just explodes inside his helmet, I guess. Okay, what else?
Then I want to move up towards her as well, and I'll just measure this out here.
Okay, well, I'm going to skip over her turn. Percy is going to back up a little bit because the guys he can see the guys are coming. So he'll say up to the 3 of you, those guys you sent for Irkan are running back with some kind of war cry. Dhundus on his turn. What do you guys want to do?
Can we tie her up without disturbing the
It'll be a check to see if you're careful enough. It's going to be pretty easy to wake her up, so you're going to have to roll well. This is something that, like, to wake somebody up is you kind of grab them by the shoulders and go, wake up, and they wake up.
I say either we should try to tie her up as is, or just try to kill her real quick.
Say somebody with a good melee attack come get advantage and just go for a big
Okay.
smash on her.
Okay. So Dhundus will say, he goes, okay, I'm gonna get an Eldritch. He doesn't talk like that. I'm gonna get an Eldritch Blast ready, and when both of you are ready, we'll all attack at the same time.
Perfect.
So he moves over to here, and he readies Eldritch Blast.
right.
So Irkan, it's your turn. Oh wait, hold on. That's the top of the round. It's 9:43, and Rob has done exactly nothing this entire time. So let's pause this combat for a minute.
I ate a ration.
Is there anything you want to do, Rob, while you're alone in this room? And so they sent you a message at like 9 p.m. You went to sleep and woke up in the morning.
Just
And
hanging out and snacking.
yeah, it's been almost 12 hours since that. You haven't heard anything else. You're just chilling in this room. Is there anything else you want to do? You don't have to. I just feel bad that you've sat here this entire time listening to these guys. And he can't see anything either. He can only see the room he's in.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if there's nobody out here or
Right.
if that entire hallway that is out there
Okay.
filled with
All right.
people.
So you don't do anything then.
I'll work on my toughness.
Okay, that's a good idea. Let me go look at
I'll do
that note quick here.
I'll do some laps around the room.
Right. Okay. You are with that. You are 8 of 10. So you need to do it 2 more times. If you do it the
Nice.
next 2 sessions, you'll have it, and that increases your hit points, by I guess 10, right? Or is it 2 per level? Is it 20? I don't know. It's gonna make a big difference to your health.
Sweet.
Irkan, so the guy's got 60 feet ahead of you, and you can see that the end of the stairs is 90 feet ahead of you.
All right, let's run past them.
Uh-huh.
And that's 90 feet.
So you can be right here, or any spot shorter than that.
Do I see the chibi here?
You would have to go one step further back is where you would see that it's dead. Right there is where you would see it and have 5 feet of movement left.
Yeah. I say, it's dead. We did it. Now go get that guy who ran away.
You send them back down the hall?
Yeah, go back down the hall.
Okay, all right.
Don't come back till you get him.
Okay. The guy in back says, "But I don't have a weapon."
Does someone have a bow? Give him your secondary.
All
Yeah.
right.
Fuck off.
The other two guys, the other 2 guys have crossbows that they can give him one of the crossbows. He doesn't even know how to use it. It's like kind of heavy. And yeah, okay, they'll head back down the hall. Fine. Theren.
I will ready shocking grasp on
Okay.
Grimgar's move.
Shocking grasp. Okay. Yeah, so these guys turn back around and start heading back down the hallway. Grimgar.
Do I get advantage on an attack roll because she's incapacitated?
Yeah, whatever attack roll you do, yes.
Well, if you're flanking, like from where I am,
You have
you
advantage
have it.
because of the hypnotic pattern. That's
Alright.
why. That's why you would wait and attack at the same time.
All right. Yeah, I want to move over to here anyway.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna do. I'll do level 3 inflict wounds on her.
Okay. The way that movement works is she can't move through your spaces, but she can move diagonally. So if you move up next to Theren, you can block the hall and still attack her.
Okay.
Where
I
you
will
were,
do that
she
then.
could slip in between you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody make your attacks at advantage. We don't have to go one at a time. Because they're all happening at the same time. Let's see here. Shocking grasp.
Rolled a 2 and a 4.
Theren missed.
What the fuck?
Dhundus did hit her twice, but he actually rolled pretty bad on his damage, it looks. 22 damage. Did he get... Yeah. Wait. Yeah, okay, it is 1d10 plus 5. Okay. And yes, you hit Grimgar and deal 24 damage. Okay. She still looks pretty healthy. And it's her turn next. So on her turn, I see. Okay. She raises her hands into the air and does signs that Theren has seen many times. She's casting a fireball.
Use counter spell again.
Okay. Alright, I need you to roll a spell attack because she cast it at a higher level.
Okay.
The DC is a 14 because it's a 4th level spell. So just
So
roll.
should I just roll Ray of Frost or something?
Yeah, that's fine. You need a 14 or higher. You got a 19. So it's successful. You blocked her 4th level spell. Okay, she's gonna try to run away from the two of you.
Can I want to
Yeah,
attack her.
opportunity attack.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
opportunity attack.
Yep. Theren, do you have Warcaster? I can't remember.
No, so I can't.
So you can't use a spell if you don't have Warcaster.
Would I be able to pull out a weapon or no?
Yeah, you can use a weapon. Yeah. 16 hits, so she takes 13 damage from that.
Second time I rolled a 1 on my divine strike.
I keep forgetting to turn off advantage.
Wow, short. So, look at that. Forget casting spells.
Great.
Stabbing people.
Yeah, stick to stabbing. Stick to what you're good at.
Mm.
All right, she runs to the door but doesn't make it in the doorway. Percy's turn. He flies back into the room and tells the three of you, Irkan's almost here. He got the guards to go back down the hall. On Dhundus's turn, well, he's got his Eldritch Blast, so he will use that on her twice. Both of those hit. 18 damage. She's bloodied with that hit. Irkan.
Alright, let's start going down.
Okay, you see in front of you a cultist who is obviously a spellcaster. She appears to be trying to run through the door. Chimera is dead in front of you, and there are two plate mail guys dead in front of you.
There, that was 15. I got 45, so that's another 30 feet I can go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll go up to her. Hey, I see Dhundus. And Grimgar. And kind of Theren. I'll say, have no fear, Bastion is here. And then I'll just fucking stab her. Who cares?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Core, scimitar. No advantage. Normal. That's 1. I'm gonna attack her again.
Okay. So the 18 hits, 12 does not. So she's going to take 11 damage. Okay. Theren. So Bastion comes running up and in obviously Irkan's voice says that.
Okay. 5, 10, 25, 30. So how does she look?
More than bloodied,
Okay.
but not
I'll use
about
the
to
Ray of
die.
Frost.
Okay. That hits. She loses 10 feet of movement or something?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. You done?
Yes.
Okay, you don't hear any other cultists. Grimgar.
Move down here. I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Level 2.
What kind of save is that?
It is a... I just had it open here.
It gets wisdom.
I think you're right. Wisdom save, yes.
7.
She fails.
She is held. Much better than hypnotic pattern for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
She is fucked. Could you post the description somehow though?
Yeah, I was trying to just do that. Sorry. Attack. I went attack. Go back to my core. There it is. Nope. How come it doesn't show it? No.
Yeah, I don't think hypnotic pattern is actually supposed to give an advantage, but when it's one person and not a group, I want to think about that for next time. When you've used hypnotic pattern on one person rather than a group, I kind of feel like it would be too easy to attack them for you to not have advantage. Because paralyzed is what gives you advantage, not incapacitated. Incapacitated means they can't take actions or reactions or anything. Whereas this hold person, or be paralyzed, right? That's what gives you advantage. But I'll think about that more. Okay, so that worked. So on her turn, she gets to make another wisdom save.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you go right before her.
DC 17.
Hard. Nope, didn't beat it. Okay. Percy is going to go over here and look to make sure nobody else is coming. He would report back, I don't see anybody. So on Dhundus' turn, he'll crack his knuckles and then somehow oddly crack his elbows. And then pew pew. 16, 26, both hit. 24 damage. Alright. Irkan.
Continue the stabbings.
Okay, advantage.
Ooh, I get advantage. Once.
Okay, 9.
Boys.
13. Okay, she looks like she's dead on her feet. Theren.
I will Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Is it advantage or no?
Yes. Theren charges up his Ray of Frost. Kameha.
2.
2 damage. Alright, she had 3 hit points. So.
Oh my god. It's so
He's like,
annoying.
Kameha! And it's just like this little pew. It hits her in the
my
forehead.
second roll was a fucking 1 too on the attack roll.
Yeah. Yikes.
That's fun.
It's the only thing you could have rolled to not kill her.
I
Holy
rolled
shit.
4 dice total and rolled 3 ones.
Okay, Grimgar, bring us home.
So I will move up to her and take a swing. I
Alright.
get advantage, correct?
Yep, you still get advantage.
Yeah.
23, yep, okay. You slice her in half.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are out of combat. It's almost 10 o'clock. You guys don't hear anybody else coming. But if I don't let you do stuff right now, you're going to forget whatever things you might want to do. So what might you want to do?
I want to search the wizard's body.
Go ahead.
Investigation?
Yep.
Who am I stepping on?
Cannot ever remember to turn off
25.
freaking advantage. Another natural 1,
You
too.
actually, yeah, you don't find anything on her. She doesn't
Okay.
have anything special on her.
Is there any
Anybody else?
armor on these guys?
So the armor they have is like fused to their skin.
Yeah.
Can't really take any of it. They have shields though.
You got a shield.
Well, then you probably don't want it then. They've got long swords.
Is that a one-handed or two-handed weapon?
It's either or.
Is it better than a scimitar?
Well, with a longsword, you have to use strength. You can't use dexterity. But it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Nah, I'll keep this one.
Okay. You would know that Chimera, because they are 1/3 dragon, they do tend to keep treasure hoards. You rolled earlier on well enough to know that with your 15, Theren. You also see that there are quarters ahead of you, and there's a door to the north in that room ahead of you.
Is that door open to the right here? Must be.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see in the room.
Yep. Is there any way we could hide the bodies, or is it so messy from all the battle that one really wouldn't work?
There's blood in a lot of different areas of this room. You could use prestidigitation to clean it and everything. The Chimera would be awfully tough to move. But yes, you could move the bodies and clean it. You don't know if there's anybody else in this room to the east.
Yeah. Which is where I'd want to move them. What do you guys think? Should we try moving these? I say quietly. Leave it.
No, it's not bother, I don't think.
Okay.
Does anyone have any parchment?
Theren does, I think.
He
Oh.
just wants to leave a no. Don't listen to him. He's making a
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's what you guys were discussing.
He thinks
What the
he's
fuck are
such
we
a
doing?
great. He thinks he's such a great adventurer, making fun of
What?
our stuff.
Why don't you stick the lever in the dead Chimera?
What?
You don't know anything about the lever.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to save you next time.
Should we go to the east and see if anyone's in this room?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. They probably would have heard of the battle.
Wherever this door goes to.
Do Chimeras have good blood?
Yeah.
Like dragon blood stuff?
No, but they have blood that could be useful for magic, sure. I mean, you'd think that.
Yes. Someone come back here with some vials.
Got a vial of fire sand. That seems pretty useless. Actually, I have 2 empty vials. Here you go.
Cool.
I'm gonna take those out of my inventory.
If you want to try to get the blood, make a dexterity check.
Dexter. Oof.
All right, you cut the wrong part of the Chimera, and some of its fiery blood gets on your hand, and you take 8 fire damage.
I'm resistant to fire, so 4 damage.
Sure.
And I think I explode on the Chimera.
All right, yep, you burn its body up, and you can't get its blood anymore.
Hmm.
The hell did you do that for?
I still have your vials.
Yeah, you can keep them. Was there any? There wasn't anything else on those bodies from the guys we killed. I don't think there's anyone else that
No.
was interesting. Okay.
Nope.
Should we go see if there's any treasure hoard for the Chimera before we come back this way?
Yes.
I think we do that.
Okay.
Maybe it'll something useful.
Okay, so go down into that room, and this room has a vaulted ceiling, 30 feet high, wide alcoves dominate the east and west walls. Treasure glitters in the western alcove. There's an unpleasant, musky scent mixing with the odor of sulfur. The floor is marred with broken spots, scorch marks, bits of debris, and dark stains. Make 2 investigation checks, either somebody with advantage or 2 of you. Or you can have Dhundus do it.
I'll do
If
it.
we
Okay.
maybe Dhundus and Theren.
You find that. You find that. You find that's what you find.
Dare you to taste it.
Yeah, do you want to taste it?
I do not. Who wants to add that stuff? I can add it to the party money item if I could add it to that. Or do you want us to just add actual coinage, Joe?
I don't. You guys decide. I don't care.
Sorry, I got up for a second. What did you ask, Ryan?
Should I just add the money to the party money item, or does somebody want to add it to their own inventory?
No, I think add it to the party.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll put it on that. Who wants the rest of the stuff?
Give
I don't.
Irkan the white substance.
Oh, come on. Did you miss the thing about him tasting it?
Yeah, I did.
It was good.
Did you taste it?
No. We'll tell Maxin to taste it when we find him.
Yeah, okay.
What's the potion? Just says potion.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Who took the moonstones?
Nobody, I'll take them.
Grimgar has the moonstones. Who took the white substance?
I took the white substance.
Okay. The potion is water breathing.
I will take it.
Okay.
And there's nothing else in these other alcoves.
Nope. That was your search for the whole place.
Got it. All right. Which way shall we go now? We got two people that look like Bastion.
Let Irkan turn his off. He can hide in the shadows. Thundus is good at speaking.
I did pretty well. Okay, yeah, fine.
I
No more
don't think
bastion.
he's bad, but he will be better at it in the future, especially if Joe's playing.
I was Chris. I was doing group checks for the three of them, and each time you did something, one would succeed and three would fail. So each time the other three were shouting over the one who was figuring it out.
Ah.
If it had been 50-50, if
Awesome.
if two had succeeded, then that would have been a success for them because 50% or more would have been enough. But it kept being two, one would get it and three wouldn't, and so they'd be like, "Shut up." So
Wow.
okay, why don't the three of you get in that room, and or the four of you, I'm sorry, be in that room where Theren is, and next time we'll figure out if you guys want to try to go through that door or head back someplace, and um, maybe Maxin can play next time.
Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
We'll do our best.
Poor Rob, I feel so bad, but
I thought we were going to go the other way, try to get Rob out, but it just didn't work though.
Yeah, that was the original plan, but yeah, it just didn't.
I even thought you guys might head north once you got to the point you're like, oh yeah, that's where we were. Like you saw through the one room, and then you're like, let's keep going. It's like, oh, okay.
There's so
I
many
was just
guys
scared.
there.
Yeah, I was scared of that ruin.
I mean,
Found
the
out.
last thing I saw when I went into this room was 2 giant ogres, so.
Right. Yeah. You wouldn't want to head out on your own because you've got that portcullis thing to the west, the ogres to your east, and back down the hallway is where you saw like 10 guys. So it makes sense that you'd stay. It just sucks for you as a player to have to listen and not be able to see. If you watch the video, though, you can see all the stuff that they were looking at.
Oh yeah, videos.
You can just like fast forward through it so you can see the rooms and where they are. There were a few points where I zoomed, and in fact I'll do it right now. Zoom out so we can see the whole place, so you can kind of get an idea of what they're looking at.
Hi,
Okay.
YouTube.
Hmm?
I said hi, YouTube.
All right, I'll stop recording